r/Askreddit. Adults of Reddit, what is something that sucks about being an adult that most teenagers don't realize? The importance and scarcity of time. Your you time gets seriously reduced as you get older and your other responsibilities mount up. I used to think that spending half an hour cleaning 3 times a week was the worst thing ever. Now I spend about an hour cleaning pretty much every day. Between work, maintaining a house, and raising kids, the amount of you time gets reduced to 0 minutes a day. Anything else you want to do means sacrificing sleep. The other thing is how true time equals money actually is. Simply existing and breathing costs money. Food, rent, bills, transport cost money. Often the difference between happiness and unhappiness for me was comfortably making it to my next paycheck. For me it's watching my parents get old. As a teenager I thought they were all about keeping me restricted and controlled. Now I realize they are just 2 people who never had a kid before, did the best they knew how, and ducked up at times like all other humans on the planet. I never realized how much I needed them emotionally until I saw my father through his open heart surgery and saw Parkinson's take my mother's independence. So here I'm still feeling like a teenager on the inside, staring down the barrel of 50, wondering what the hell happened. The repetition makes you lose time. Having the same job, workout regimen, schedule and general makes days blend into one another. Edit, autocorrect. Should have said workout instead of without. Bland to blend. Regime to regiment. To regime. My god, did I spell anything correctly? Edit. Thanks for all the replies. I just want to point out I didn't mean life becomes boring. I was just talking about lack of those major separators we had as children like summer vacation, new school, your first kiss, etc. Due to those major separators missing I don't recall if I did something a year ago or 3 years ago. It's a little blurry if something happened 2 weeks ago or 4 months ago. This is because once you have a career and a home you're doing a lot of similar things most days. Work, chores, cooking, hobbies, etc. This is why the days start to blend into one another, at least in your memory. You're at a time in your life when you see your friends almost every day at school. That should be cherished, because it's vastly simpler than maintaining friendships as you enter adulthood and you don't have that constant contact. Life as an adult is change, most of it outside of your control. People change, circumstances shift, all of that work you put into your adult friendships can vanish in an instant, and you just have to adapt and move on. Everything you buy starts to own you. Got a new car? You now have to make a monthly payment, buy insurance, fill with gas, get inspected, change the oil, apply for a street parking permit, etc. Just bought a house? Well, on top of your mortgage, insurance, and property taxes you now have to mow your lawn, clean the building, maintain all of your appliances, repair damages when they are small, so you don't have to spend as much, possibly follow HOA rules, etc. I just wanna get drunk and play video games, but I can't because my refrigerator broke 2 days ago and there's a shortage of fridges because of COVID. So I had to borrow my college-aged cousin's mini fridge. So now I'm on back order for 3 weeks waiting for something I just spent $2,500 on to arrive. Edit. A lot of people are bringing up the cost of the fridge. I'm paying for a high quality fridge that's pretty big because my household needs that along with shipping and install. I'm not happy about the price either, but that was the quickest delivery option I had for something that fits my needs while also fitting the look of my kitchen. Normally I'd wait for a holiday sale to get a big appliance, but this was an emergency and I leaked the cost for convenience sake. I can afford the cost of the fridge and I'm not going to go into the hole over this amount, but I'd rather spend that money on almost anything else. Like I said, not a lot of things in stock during this pandemic. By and large, being an adult is awesome compared to being a teenager. No one tells you what to do, how to act, when to go to bed, or when to get up. People take you seriously. You can ask a doctor for sleeping pills and he'll give them to you. You can buy all the booze you want, drive the car you want, and get credit cards with incredible credit limits. The downside is, no one tells you what to do, how to act, when to go to bed, or when to get up. People take you seriously. You can ask a doctor for sleeping pills and he'll give them to you. You can buy all the booze you want, drive the car you want, and get credit cards with incredible credit limits. In short, being an adult comes with the responsibilities of adulthood, and if you choose to ignore those responsibilities, the consequences will be a lot more devastating for the rest of your life than when you were a teen. They can totally ruin your life and the lives of the people around you if you duck up. The world is cruel and harsh. Human compassion is one of the few mercies that can exist in your life. If you aren't compassionate, then you're neglecting one of the highest purposes of human existence. We bring light into the world with our compassion. Don't give up on that. We need more compassionate people in the world. If everyone decides to be selfish and hostile, then our future will not be one that we enjoy living in. The world is what we make it. With every little action, the butterfly effect is true. Send out positive waves and try to make positive impacts in the world around you. Nothing else truly matters in the end besides the perpetuation of compassion and goodness. You need to be mentally prepared for the benchmarks in your life to not happen, or for them to not happen on the right schedule. The big events in your life up to now have been driven and put into place largely by governments and parents and teachers. This is by design, to slowly teach you the relationship between efforts and results. The accomplishments you have laid out as an adult in front of you are largely up to you, and your place in society has a lot more to do with luck than you'd probably like to think. As a teenager, you tend to think, I will get married at 28, have a kid at 30 and 33, but only after I've graduated from the elite engineering program of my choice. You may not achieve any of those things, and the obsession with delivering them on schedule will cause you deep frustration or even grief. You may not find a spouse, or have a child, or own a house, or even remain relatively healthy. Learn to give yourself a break now, before you spend years of your life grieving the future you believe you screwed yourself out of. You get old, slower, your body starts breaking down, and you get pain more often. Besides that, it's great. Don't listen to the people that talk about adult responsibilities or the adult world, because you don't have to be a part of that. I know many people who act like teenagers well into their 50s and 60s. They don't pay bills, freeload off women, smoke, and drink up their paychecks, if they even have a job to begin with. The adult world is optional. For example, my dad always remarked that it would be great to be a beach bum and just sleep on the beach, with no responsibilities. I would reply, you can do that. Then he would always follow up with, well, I have bills to pay, and kids, and your mom wouldn't go for it, and blah blah. The point is, he chose to be a part of the adult world, and was just dreaming about that lifestyle, nowhere near serious. It was a passing thought of his youth. He couldn't live like that, because he likes a warm bed, a safe home, food in the fridge, stability. That is why you act like an adult. It's much more comfortable when you have your shit in order. Being a gambling, druggie, womanizing, hobo, beach bum sounds fun on paper, and maybe it is. But I'm sure they dream of just the opposite, living a stable adult life, where there's food on the table, a happy family, and safety. Just the amount of stuff that needs to get done all the time. Preparing meals, cleaning, laundry, going to the store, managing all your financial/medical paperwork, getting your car registration renewed, oil change. Also, don't forget to schedule the dentist and flu shot. By the way, have you called your mom lately? Siblings? Grandparents? Best friend from college? Probably should get on that as well. Oh, and you're having visitors this weekend, so make sure they have clean sheets, towels, etc. and the pantry/fridge are extra stocked. Did I mention preparing meals? You also might wanna exercise, like, every day to have a chance at not being overweight. One last thing, you have a full-time job eating up 40% of your week and sleep an additional 30% if you want to stay decently healthy. Oh, you have kids as well. Good luck.